Hi friends, welcome back to the Find Your Positivity podcast. On this podcast, we state our daily affirmations and we set our focus of the day. Let's start your day on a positive note. Stay tuned to the end of the podcast for a channeled message. Today is Tuesday, October 25th, and our focus today is going to be, it's okay. There's a new moon today and we are in Scorpio season. Yesterday, I spoke about remembering who you are and just going back to your soul roots. Being able to step into your purpose and step into your true, authentic self. It's important to discover who you are, discover your true likes, discover your passions, and just discover who you are authentically. Scorpio is about death, rebirth, and transformation. There's a lot of energy just around us right now. Ascensions, downloads, and transformations are taking place. As we journey through these different transitions, know that it's okay. It's okay to feel those emotions. It's okay to cry. It's okay to scream. It's okay to yell. It's okay to be happy, be sad, be angry, or just feel confused. As we make changes to connect to our soul and just heal, we are taken to rock bottom. We are taken to a place of feeling lost, feeling unsure, feeling empty. We are sometimes placed in a mindset of having nothing, being alone and having no one. It's the feeling of heartbreak times 1,000. It's the feeling and knowing of all of your beliefs and previous thoughts about life as you know it, ceasing to exist. This is the embodiment of the phoenix knowing it's time, knowing that it's time to be reborn. We make that sacrifice. We sacrifice ourselves. We make the decision to leave our old life behind and be reborn. It definitely doesn't feel like shedding, but a stripping of what you have come to believe you are. But we're learning, and we will continue to learn that we're so much more. When going through this, you transcend to a level of being more connected on a spiritual level. The world begins to speak to you in different ways, like you never knew before. Or maybe you were in a different quote-unquote place and you just couldn't hear it. These feelings, these revelations, this transformation will give birth to a new you, the true you, a connection between the physical and the spiritual self. It is okay. It is okay to be yourself. It is okay to be misunderstood. It is okay to be scared. It is okay to be the weird one. It's okay to experience an ascension and transformation that will allow you to step into a place of resonance. Do you resonate with your current life? Do you feel as though your life has a purpose? Do you feel as though you're missing out? Is there a feeling of disconnect? Do you feel lost? Or do you feel there's a struggle to come to terms with this is your day-to-day routine? We get to a point in life where we begin to question. We begin to ask, what if? Why? We reach out to the matriarchs, the patriarchs, the family, the friends, but they don't all have the answers. Or sometimes they'll give you an answer that contains no truth. We live in a society that doesn't research. We rely on the news, programming networks, quote-unquote leaders to deliver information. How do you know it's accurate? How do you know that this is the absolute truth? We should always question everything. I always add that we have that choice of free will. It's our greatest gift. You can choose to open your eyes, your mind, and spiritual side to truth, Or you can continue to stay in a place of mediocrity. So which will you choose? Let's state our affirmations. It is okay for me to stand in my power. It is okay for me to reveal my true nature. It is okay to be vulnerable. It is okay to want and be loved. It is okay to express myself. It is okay to discover more. It is okay to question things. It is okay to strive for the best. It is okay to feel strong and be brave. It is okay to connect with oneself. It is okay for me to live my life fully. I feel as though we sometimes travel through life and meet others who don't want us to shine. We meet people who see our light, our potential, our true power, and they work towards dimming our light. They work to make us feel less than. They belittle. They snicker. They laugh. They attempt to keep away our joy. This could be our parents, other members of your family, your friends, your spouse, your manager, or your coworkers. Some people do not want you to outshine them. However, here's the message. As painful, as heartbreaking, as devastating as those lessons are, we have to go through them. We have to go through those hard, sometimes very hard life lessons to build our armor, to build our strength. It hurts. It hurts. What you see or hear in front of you is probably only a small percentage of what's being done behind your back. It just sucks. But know that this is okay. God has a plan, and we're not in control or guiding this path. Certain lessons will appear just based on where you are in life, spiritually and mentally. But it does get easier and easier as you gain wisdom. Know that it's okay. If you're going through a tough time as you hear this message, just know that you'll make it. If you made it this far in the podcast, thank you. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. The podcast is available on all platforms. Today's message comes from the book The Girl and the Goddess by Nikita Gill. I'm reading the poem, The Difference Between Alone and Lonely. It reads, "Alone has treated me kinder than lonely ever could. Alone is the comfort of libraries, the solace of Audre Lorde's poetry. Lonely is Mahi, who I once thought of as the world, standing up in front of the whole class and asking the teacher, 'Please, ma'am, can I change seats?' Lonely is cruel like that. It feels like 1,000 eyes staring at me. I think of Draupadi in court, her eyes closed in prayer through indignity. I do the same. Keep your head bowed. Pray to every goddess you know. Alone directs your thoughts. Maybe if I run fast enough, when the bell rings, I can get to the library before the vultures fall upon me. This is what lonely does. It makes you pray. Maybe you can outrun your lonely, I tell myself determinedly. And when the bell rings, I grab my things and race down the corridors before lonely can catch me. I reach the doors of the library, throw my shredded poem into the bin, and promise myself in humiliated fury, I will never write poetry again. Speaking about these transitions, these transformations, these rebirths, you will go through a period of feeling alone. there's a difference between alone and lonely. Your previous life, you may have felt that loneliness, that urge to want to bond to others around you. And again, like I said previously, you've encountered those people that don't want you to shine, that kept you below them because they could see how powerful you are. Some of us have just been chosen. We've been chosen. And we will have to go down a path of being alone to gather our strength and build our armor and actually get to know who we are, how powerful we are, and what our purpose is, our true purpose. Come back each day for daily affirmations and intention settings. You can find the podcast on all platforms. Be sure to visit the YouTube at Purely Danielle or check out the Patreon for more content. If you'd like to purchase audio or affirmations, visit CoachDanielle.com. Thank you.